Okay, so I'm going to take this opportunity and this time to tell you a little bit about what it is I do. I take a lot of my extra free time and I use the Necrophonic Spirit box. With using the Necrophonic Spirit box, I simply turn it on and allow the sounds to come through and put the words up. So now, I'm sure some of you might be wondering, okay, so what's really going on? Well, it's a spirit box, a ghost box. It's a device that allows you to hear the frequencies that you wouldn't hear if not for the device being a tool that they manipulate the sound waves with vibrations to come through and communicate words. With that in mind, it allows you to see and hear ghosts, spirits, stuff of that nature along the lines on the other side. There's many ways that people will describe things that happen on the other side, which is also right here alongside next to us. We're just not able to see it, and some of those who are able to see it are gifted individuals. But with that in mind, at the same time, I would like to keep in line what I do with this device that I'm on right now. This Necrophonic app is a device allowing you to technically communicate with things you cannot see. All I do when I get on here, because a lot of people do this, but you can talk to spirits directly. You get in here, you think, you pray, you bring up in the mind these individuals you want to talk to and communicate with. And as soon as you got them there, and it's like you can almost feel them in the room, and then right when you know you got that moment, then it's like, okay, now you ask whatever it is you want to that individual, and you push start. After that, you listen, and when there's a break in that, you push stop. And then you have your answer and your reply. Now, it's very important to record this. Now, if you allow this to go on for a longer length of time, you're going to end up with a more in-depth spewing out. Now, then there's other things you got to realize and understand. There are other things around that also want the opportunity to have someone to talk to. And all they need is someone to listen. And if you listen, they have a message to tell you. And that's what I do when I get on here. I listen. And then I put the words over there for everyone to see, or sometimes up there, or sometimes down there, but I put the words there. That's it. I get on here, I use the device, I allow them to speak, and I put the words there. Now, the words often do include parts of my own life that do unfold. They also speak to individuals that eventually do watch this video, other videos, and then they speak to those people at that time when they come across it. I have found other people's videos, and in there was a message for me I was meant to hear at that moment. I heard it, but I was paying attention, so I noticed this, and I took, attention to it, and it grabbed me attention more, and I continue to go with it. But anyhow, so all I do is I listen, and I put the words up here. So how about we give a little listen right now, allow him to say whatever it is they would like to say at this time, and go from there. Okay. Push the reverb, then start, and we're off. So with that in mind, I do my best to put my effort into putting the words up as they are, as they come through. Usually the only thing I do is I'll grab the word, I'll break it up into a little section, and I'll change the speed just to where it sounds a little bit more clear. And I'll play it back and forth, and I'll play it over and over and over until I understand that. And then I come up with the words that I put up there. Sometimes they got a lot to say, sometimes there's a little bit less to say, sometimes there's many things being said, and you gotta listen to a chunk over and over and over because there's like several words and they're getting jammed together and they're getting rambunched. And I do the same thing when I talk. The same thing happens with the spirit box, and often you can get more than one set that'll come through. Sometimes you'll get a nice pace, a nice breakdown. But this is something easy that almost anybody can do if you just slow down and you approach it with the intent of the way you intend to use it. So, with that in mind,